Welcome to the Xpress-pay Knowledge Center. My name is Melissa Rogozinski, and I am the Education and Training Expert at Systems East. I'm also the host of our video and podcast series. Today is Thursday, August 30th, 2018, and we're here with Gary DeBase. Gary is an account representative for the Xpress-pay product at Systems East. Today, we're going to talk with you about how to set up your ePayments process. Hi, Gary. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Melissa. Glad to be here.
Great. So, Gary, in a previous interview, we talked with Jim Bettino, the president and CEO of Systems East, about several benefits that organizations and businesses can have if they will accept ePayments. Among those benefits are professional appearance, simplifying their revenue acceptance, convenience, and security to their consumers. So, now that a business has decided to accept ePayments, where do they start in setting up this process?
Well, the first thing they need to do is get a merchant account, okay? And what a merchant account allows them is the ability to accept the credit card payments, and then the money gets deposited into their account. I like to use the example of a restaurant. You go to a restaurant, you hand over your card, they take the card, they have a swipe machine there, they swipe it, and what that does, it takes the credit card information from that card, makes sure that there's adequate money on there, so it's approved or not approved, okay? And then if it's approved, then it goes out into the credit card world. It takes about 24 to 48 hours for that money to be deposited in the restaurant's bank account. But they need to have a merchant account because that provides the vehicle to take that information from the card, send it out to the credit card world, and then deposit the money into the account.
Okay, then how would a business go about obtaining a merchant account?
Well, there's quite a few ways they could do it, but the easiest way for a merchant is go to your bank. Most likely your bank offers merchant accounts. You should have a good relationship with them. They'll simplify it, have one point of contact. There are other ways too. There's independent sales representatives that sell merchant accounts. You might find a better rate there, so you could shop around too. But definitely go to your bank and see what they have to offer you.
Okay, great. So then the next question is there a difference in how a company accepts ePayments based on whether they are providing a product or a service?
Yes, there are. There's two different ways that are out there. They classified in the industry. There's item sales for, like, instance, let's think of Amazon. You have a shopping cart. You could add many different products on there. You could have a coupon for a bonus to reduce the rate, to calculate the shipping, taxes, etc. So that's for item sales. Then there's the service payments. For instance, if a law firm wants to be able to accept credit card payments, they could have a payment portal on their website. The client could go there, click on it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they could click on the link, which takes them to a secure payment portal. And then they could go ahead and make a payment at that point. So there's many ways they could find their bill if they want to post the bill, or we also refer to as like an instant payment. They have a bill in front of them, and then they just have to put in the dollar amount, etc. And they can make the payment, and the consumer gets emailed a receipt. They could get text notified too, and so they have peace of mind the payment's been made. And also in this case for the law firm, they would be getting the money, just like the restaurant, 24, 48 hours later. But with ePayments, the customer gets emailed the receipt, and so that's a convenience for the law firm too.
You know, that actually makes a lot of sense because, as you're aware, my background is in law. I spent 24 years in law, and that's what lawyers offer as a service. They don't actually have a product. Their service is their time, and their paralegal's time, and their staff's time. So initially, they receive a retainer usually for whether you need help with a real estate transaction, probate, if you're involved in a lawsuit. And so lawyers also need to be able to receive retainers and payments and keep things separate between a trust account and an operating account. And I know that Xpress-pay offers dual deposit, which would help facilitate keeping those funds separate if necessary. But also, once that retainer is used up throughout the duration of the matter, and a client starts receiving an invoice above and beyond the retainer, then having this ePayment set up allows the bill to be posted and the client to make a payment electronically if they're using this kind of technology. Is that a good understanding?
That's a perfect understanding. Well said.
Great.
That's the convenience for all parties, not just for the law firm, but also for their client too, to make a payment.
Okay, great. So Gary, we've talked about, obviously there's a lot of benefits to setting up ePayments. We discussed that in a previous article with Jim Bettino. We've discussed that here. And so now that a business has decided it's going to accept ePayments, the process starts with getting a merchant account. You can talk to your bank about your merchant account, shop it out, get good rates, and then making a decision based on whether you're providing a product or a service. Anything else that you would like to offer to our audience about how to set up their ePayments and why this is a good idea for them in their business?
Well, an e-payment provider is an outstanding way for a business to accept credit card payments. What they want to look for is something that's simple, something that's flexible too, so they can do posted bills, instant bills, etc. Have the ability, if they want to charge a site fee, to recover their credit card fees. That's part of the flexibility. And then there's the convenience, because they can accept the credit card payments 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They don't have to issue a receipt because the customer gets emailed a receipt. They have detailed records on their side. So there's a lot of benefits. The other benefit is that the merchant doesn't have to purchase any hardware. They don't have to maintain any hardware. They don't have to worry about the hardware ever going obsolete. So there's a huge benefit there. And then the other thing about e-payments is the security issue that we didn't talk about in this segment yet. But security is very, very important. We know about Home Depot. We know about Target. So they don't have to worry. The e-payment provider makes sure that they're PCI 1 compliant. That's the highest level of security. And they're going to take on the bulk of the PCI security compliance, because you're never going to see, the merchant's never going to see the credit card information. They're never going to handle it. So they don't have to worry about that liability issue. And it also gives the security for the person paying the bill that they know that they're in a secure environment, and they don't have to worry about handing their card over to somebody and God knows where it's going to go. So that gives them peace of mind too. And so that's what you want to look for in an e-payment provider. Someone that offers you the simplicity, the flexibility, the convenience, and then also the security side too.
All right, fantastic. Well, folks, that wraps up our time for today. Once again, I'd like to thank Gary DeBase for joining us and having a conversation on how to set up your e-payments process. If you have any questions, you can contact us using the information following this interview. And other than that, we look forward to seeing you the next time at the Xpress-pay Knowledge Center. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Or if you have an idea you think we should discuss, leave it in a comment below.